Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to go over some of the predictions I think that we might have for different elf locations coming up. So as you can see, we've done most of them already, and as you can see behind me there is 5 doors left, I think. So we have 5 more locations where the elf is, and this is where I think they're going to be. Now going over where kind of the main locations we've had this year are so far. So we just had one in the gym today, so that's why I don't think it's going to be in the gym. We've had a few by the beach, I think. We had one on the Ferris wheel and one on the actual beach. We had one in the parking lot, one in the burger place. I think we had 2 around the campsite areas. So I would basically say we can rule out all of those locations and they've already happened. But although we did see it kind of multiple times for like the campsite, I don't think we're going to see that anymore. There's not that many left, so I think these are going to be some good locations. Now one place that I'm thinking is this city hall. So the city hall is quite a big place, so I would say there's quite a lot of places it could be. So if I was to guess where it would be, I would say it would be somewhere in these bookshelves, and it'd be kind of hidden away somewhere. And I think this is kind of a good place because, you know, it's kind of obvious, but it's not too obvious. You still got to look to kind of find where it is. The only thing is there has also been like a pattern with the items this year, so a lot of the food items have been related to the places that they're in. So like the one in the gym today, it was like a super smoothie, which kind of makes sense, like, oh, strong gym. So I'm not fully sure what the actual like food would be or the drink for the city hall, but I think that it could be a good like option of where it would be. But one place that I also do think it could be is Pizza Planet. Similar to Burger Place did a burger for the elf that was inside the Burger Place. So I think there is a high chance we could see something in Pizza Place. And then I think if we were, the item would probably be a pizza slice to give to the elf. Now in terms of where it would be, I would say it would probably be behind one of these boxes here because it kind of gives a place for it to hide. So for example, back under these boxes here, or even around this side, there is like a gap, and I think there is a high chance that we could see an elf here, or even inside the delivery section there could be one. So for example behind these boxes here, but it definitely gives a good place for it to hide, and I think that's a likely place. Now in terms of places where I also don't think it could be, I don't think we're going to have one inside of the fancy furniture place, because I think this place is basically just so abandoned, people don't really go in it at all, so I don't think they're going to put one here. And yeah, there's not really that many spaces it would be. It could be behind this chair, but I really don't think that'll be that great of a spot, but who knows, I guess we'll have to see. Now we also saw one behind a tree by the campsite, so I reckon there is a chance we do have another tree location. Although if it is another tree, I think it's going to be next to an obvious building, because if you just do a random tree on the map, it's going to be very hard. But I could definitely see the final elf being in kind of a hard position, like not the most easiest one to find, but I definitely don't think it'll be that hard like a completely random tree. But another idea is in the supermarket. So they also have loads of these boxes similar to inside the Pizza Planet, which gives loads of different opportunities for hiding spaces. So for example back here, or inside this actual storage room, there are so many different places where the elf could be hiding. I think we're almost bound to get one in here, and I think years before there has also been elves in here, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think one in here would be a good spot. And then as like an item, it'll probably be some of the food that they serve here. Maybe it's an apple or like beans or something, I don't know, but I think we could see that. There is also a chance it could be inside like the style salon or even the janitor like cleaning place, but the thing is I don't think there would be an item that really represents that, so I'm not fully sure. Although what I can say is there are a lot of bins around this map, so I think bins are kind of a good place for it to hide. Like it's not very obvious and it's kind of hidden away, and there are quite a lot, so for example behind Pizza Planet and things like that, where the elf could go kind of fit in nicely. But another place, which I don't think it will be, I'm just kind of walking around saying what I think it could be or not be, is this kind of ice rink. Now as good as that, oh, why is this tree floating over here? Oh, okay, but either way, right, so the ice rink, if you bring food on here, you automatically takes it out of your hand and you get given these ice skates. So if there was an elf, it would not be on this ice rink. So you could see one possibly around inside these trees, but I definitely do not think it will actually be inside the ice rink because there is no way you could actually bring food to the elf. So on this mountain, I think we have probably 2 different places it could turn up. So one is obviously right at the top. So at the top where we have all the hang gliders, there is also this kind of ramp. So I think there is a chance that we could have one basically hiding, oh, I almost fell off the mountain then, okay. Hiding underneath this ramp here, so just tucked way down here. There is also another ramp over by the observatory, I think. Hold on, let me just check that very quickly. Yeah, just over here, kind of on the same level, there is another ramp here. So again, I think we could be seeing one under this ramp here. But I don't think there'll be another one near the observatory. Yeah, just because there was already one there. But you know, we never know. We saw the campsite in very similar places multiple times. Now another place on the mountain I think could be, is definitely a very, not really a hard place to get to, but it is definitely more complicated. So if you kind of fall down onto this ledge here, we see this kind of big open area here with nothing here, so it means people won't be likely to search over here. Yeah, I think hiding an elf in these trees, or even right at the very end, could be a place. So for example, if you go all the way over here, after a very, very long walk, could even be on the level below. So let me just use Shift P. I reckon we could see something maybe right in the corner over here, or perhaps on top of this tunnel, because then you actually have to like jump to actually get to it. So it makes it a bit of an obstacle, so people actually have to, you know, do loads of trips to actually get the food items and stuff. Yeah, so the other place is just this other corner over here. It could be over here, but I think this one might be slightly pushing it in terms of length, because if people are testing out the food, they're going to have to do like 5 minutes per trip, which makes it quite inconvenient. Now the gas station is so far away, okay, but we're just going to zoom in. I think we could also see one at the gas station. There is a poster on the gas station that says missing elf, so they know that maybe people are searching for elves there. So we could see one, instead of maybe inside, behind it. I think that was one there last year, I think. So again, there's those like trash cans there, so it could be behind those, and I think that's also a high chance. And the final place I think it could be is underneath this bridge here. So this bridge gives a perfect place for it to hide. There is this good kind of ledge there that the elf can sit on. And yeah, so these are my ideas of where I think the elf could be, but obviously we never know. Like, the elf has done some weird locations this year. Make sure to let me know down below where you think the elf will be spotted for the last remaining days of the elf hunt, and where you would actually really want it to be as well. I'll see you all again today or tomorrow for another elf hunt video, so make sure to keep following if you want to be able to see that as soon as it comes out and is released.